Welcome to Zen Vibe Studio. Today I want to share with you a fascinating story from the great Zen master Zhaozhou Kongshen, who lived during the late Tang Dynasty in China. Zhaozhou, also known as Joshu in Japanese, is one of the most influential figures in Zen history. He was born in Shandong province, became a monk at a young age, and achieved enlightenment early in life. For many decades, he traveled widely seeking wisdom before settling at Balan Temple, where he taught until his passing at the remarkable age of 120. Zhaozhou's teaching style was unique, often simple, sometimes puzzling, always profound. One of his most famous encounters is recorded in the classic Zen text Zen Koan, the Gateless Gate, which remains a cornerstone of Zen practice worldwide. One day, a monk asked Zhaozhou a question that many Buddhists had pondered. Does a dog have Buddha nature? Have any one of you heard of Buddha nature? Now, according to Buddhist teachings, all sentient beings have Buddha nature, the inherent potential to awaken and realize enlightenment. So this question might seem straightforward, but Zhaozhou's answer was surprising: no. This answer shocked the monk because it seemed to contradict the core Buddhist belief. The monk pressed further, saying, "From the highest Buddhas to the smallest ants, all have Buddha nature. Why then say a dog does not?" Zhaozhou explained, "Because it has karma and consciousness that obscure its Buddha nature." What does this mean? Zhaozhou's no is not a simple denial. It is a pointer beyond conventional yes or no thinking. He is saying that Buddha nature is not a fixed, visible thing. It is beyond all dualities like existence and non-existence, good and bad, birth and death. The dog, like all beings, has Buddha nature inherently, but because of its karma, its past actions and conditions, it appears as a dog and is caught in the cycle of suffering. Karma acts like a veil, covering the pure, luminous Buddha nature that is always present beneath. So when Zhaozhou says no, he is inviting us to look beyond surface appearances and intellectual concepts. He is pointing to the dynamic interplay between our true nature and the conditions that shape our experience. Zhaozhou's answer, no, became the foundation for a powerful Zen practice called mu, meaning no or not. Practitioners meditate deeply on this single word, not as a logical answer, but as a gateway to transcend all dualistic thinking. Imagine holding a hot iron ball in your mouth. You cannot spit it out, nor can you swallow it easily. This intense focus on mu breaks down the habitual patterns of the mind, leading to a great death of old attachments and a great awakening to true freedom. This practice was popularized by the Song Dynasty master Wumen Huikai, who compiled the Gateless Gate, a collection of koans beginning with Zhaozhou's mu. We Zen Vibe Studio will explore the Gateless Gate together, and sooner or later. Zen students across the world still use this method to awaken beyond words and concepts. The koan "Does a dog have Buddha nature?" might seem simple on the surface, but it holds a deep and powerful lesson for all of us. At first glance, it looks like a straightforward question about Buddhist doctrine. After all, Buddhist teachings tell us that all sentient beings, whether humans, animals, or insects, have Buddha nature. This means that everyone has the inherent potential to awaken, to realize enlightenment. But Zhaozhou's answer, famously mu, which means no or not in Chinese and Japanese, challenges us to go beyond simple yes or no thinking. Why would a respected master say no when the teaching says yes? This apparent contradiction is intentional. It's designed to shake us out of our habitual ways of thinking and push us toward a deeper understanding. Imagine this. The monk asking the question might have been stuck in intellectualizing Buddha nature, trying to grasp it with the mind alone. Or perhaps he was frustrated, feeling distant from enlightenment, and wondering if even a dog could have it, because he doubted himself. Zhao Zhou's no is like a sudden slap, a wake-up call to stop spinning thoughts and to stop trying to fit Buddha nature into neat categories. This koan invites us to see that Buddha nature is not a fixed concept or a possession. It is not something you can say yes or no to in a straightforward way. Instead, Buddha nature is the true nature of reality itself, beyond words, beyond concepts, beyond dualities like existence and non-existence. In our daily lives, we often get caught in dualistic thinking. Good or bad, success or failure, right or wrong. We label ourselves and others, and these labels create separation and suffering. Like the monk questioning the dog's Buddha nature, we can become trapped by our own judgments and doubts. For example, you might judge yourself harshly for a mistake or feel unworthy of love or success. Or you might judge others based on their actions or appearances, forgetting that beneath those surface differences, everyone shares the same Buddha nature, the same potential for awakening and compassion. Zhao Zhou's koan reminds us that our true nature is not limited by our current form, status, or past actions. Just as the dog's Buddha nature is obscured by karma and conditions, our own true nature can be hidden by ignorance, attachments, and habitual patterns. But it is always there, waiting for us to realize it. Working with the Mu koan in meditation is like holding a hot iron ball in your mouth. You can neither swallow it nor spit it out. This intense focus helps break down the usual patterns of the mind, dissolving attachments and conceptual thinking. When the mind finally settles, the experience of Buddha nature shines through directly, beyond words and ideas. This teaching is especially relevant today, in a world overflowing with information, opinions, and distractions. We often try to understand everything intellectually, but some truths can only be experienced directly. The koan invites us to let go of the need to grasp and control, and instead open ourselves to the mystery and immediacy of life. In essence, Zhao Zhou's no is not a denial, but an invitation to stop clinging to concepts, to stop dividing reality into has or has not, and to awaken to the unity and freedom that is our true nature. So, whenever you find yourself caught in judgment, doubt, or confusion, remember the dog's Buddha nature. Remember that the answer is not in words, but in the direct experience of your own awakened mind. And in that experience, there is no yes or no, only the boundless, luminous reality of Buddha nature itself. Thank you for joining me today on Zen Vibe Studio. May Master Zhao Zhou's teaching inspire you to look beyond appearances and awaken to the Buddha nature within yourself and all beings. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and share it with friends. Next time, we'll explore more Zen stories that help us live with greater clarity and peace. Until then, keep your heart open and your mind free.